choice, have you? So we might get to, this is going through Orange, taking us through Wellington, Orange, and then back onto the, so we bypass Bathurst, we don't go to Bathurst. So we might get to Orange and then make a decision. I might make a decision from there. So I'm on my way out of Narromine, still on the Mitchell Highway, which is all I'll ever be on. And today I'm walking to Trangie. Trangie's 34 kilometers away. I'm staying over there in the caravan park. Here in Narromine, stayed over in a lovely bed and breakfast called the Abbey. Check it out if you're coming through and you need a place to stay. It's really a lovely spot. Just up the road from the club. Everything's handy there, but more importantly, it's very comfortable and welcoming. A nice cooked breakfast for you in the morning by Janine. Yeah, Greg and Janine, just lovely hosts. Leave you to your day, unobtrusive, but always available if you need something. So it's really worth the stay. Yeah, here's someone going to stop and have a chat already. This is lovely. Okay. Oh, all right. Oh, it's going fantastic. It really is, yeah.
And what is it you're raising money for, though?
Doctors Without Borders. Hi, guys. Yeah. No, it's been amazing. But I'm just kicking off this morning.
Yeah, I saw you in Narromine the other day. So it's just, it's all in coins. But
No, that's lovely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you.
You're off to where? Broken Hill?
Broken Hill, yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you photos.
It's a long way away. What's your name?
Geraldine.
Geraldine, thank you so much.
So we're on, I did see you walking. So we're on out from Nyngan on our way to drop the kids to school in Dubbo. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'll get you photo.
Yeah. So you live in Nyngan?
Yeah.
I'll be through there on the 23rd, and I'll be spending a few days in Nyngan because my daughter's flying out from the UK to walk with me from Nyngan to Cobar. Well, I got something coming down the road at me here. Oh, it's a cyclist. I'm wondering what is coming down in the same lane that I'm on. He's probably thinking, what the hell is coming up the road at me? This can't be a moving wheelie bin. It indeed is, mate. That's exactly what it is. On that side. On that side, I'll get run over for sure. How you doing, mate?
Oh, you good yourself?
I'm all right.
The way Bondi to Broken Hill.
Yeah,
You've been walk, eh? Very cool.
yeah, it's a big walk. Where you off to?
Sydney?
Okay, well, you got a big ride, mate.
No, nearly home. We've come from Perth.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good going. How long have you been on the road?
7 weeks.
Oh, nice.
My mate, you'll come across my mate in a little while. He stopped for a coffee and
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Oh, take a card. You can check my YouTube out, and
Yeah, right.
yeah, I got a bit of you on camera here. So,
Oh, okay.
what's your name?
Ian.
Ian.
Ian, yeah.
Oh, lovely to meet you,
Yeah,
mate.
too. And my mate Luke will be. Well, he rides faster than me, so he's going to stop in Dubbo at his girlfriend's brother's place tonight, and I'm keen to get home,
Right.
so I'm just going to.
So, how many days are you going to take to get home?
I don't know, whatever.
Whatever, however long it takes.
So it's getting a bit hilly.
Oh, lovely guy. There you go, cycling from Perth to Perth to Sydney, I've just done 9 kilometers to here, so it was a good time just to have a bit of a break, I must say, and see if I can bump into his mate coming up behind him, yeah, who stopped somewhere for a coffee. I don't know where you get a coffee. I'm sure he said he stopped for a coffee. Maybe he was making it himself. Anyway, yeah, so lovely to stop and catch someone doing, also, you know, doing an adventure of their own. Just fantastic. All right, well, here I am at the Trangie Caravan Park. I've just arrived, and this is my cabin number 1. Yeah, so I don't know what else is around this area, not a lot, but there's a laundry here, which is the main thing. There's a camp kitchen over there, and so 34 kilometers all up today, and yeah, I'm tired. My legs are properly sore today, so I'm going to rest up nicely. I'm not going to go anywhere, I don't think. I might just cook something up in this kitchen here. Anyway, that's it from me for now. Alrighty, it's 10 to 7, and might not be apparent, but I'm pushing my bin out of. Behind me is the little cabin I stayed in last night here in Trangie Caravan Park, and I'm on the road again this morning. I've got quite a big day ahead of me again, you know, along these very straight and flat roads, granted, but it's 34 kilometers that I've got to do today. Beautiful crisp morning out here, probably, I don't know, 5 degrees or so. No breeze, you know, because the breeze is what kills you when you're out in the weather. So it's just a crisp morning, and yeah, I'm on the road, so there's not much more to say, so I won't say it. How about that? All right, well, Nevertire 31 kilometers, Nyngan 89. So that's 58 from Nevertire to Nyngan, and Cobar 221. We'll worry about Cobar another day. So the 58 between Nevertire and Nyngan, obviously I'm not going to crack that off in a day. I'm not even going to try. So I'll be camping out along the road, but 58 k's means, you know, each of those 2 days that I'm on the road for that, I only need to be doing 29-30 kilometers. But it's beautiful. The galahs were out en masse this morning. I mean, these huge flocks of them flying over, and boy, can they make a noise. That's a noisy business, that. Anyway, I'm not going to babble on again. I'm just going to let you know where I'm at. All right, well, as you can see with the sign on the left, I'm just walking into Nevertire. And as quickly as you walk into Nevertire, you can walk out of it. So, but the pub's up here on the right, and that's the end of my day. Today, let's have a look-see. How far I've done. Yeah, 33.6. I'm going to round it up to 34. Well, let's have a look. It's 7:15, and I was actually on the I left the Never Tire Hotel, which was a good stay, I got to say that, with Sharpie and Chris, and but as we walked out, we saw the little coffee shop was open, so we dashed straight in there. I wanted a coffee, since I'm not going to get one for a couple of days, a decent one, and they had a bacon and egg roll there, so I've had breakfast, and I'm on my way. So tonight I'm camping out. I might have already mentioned that a million times, and I'm hoping to do about, I don't know, 35 k's today, maybe less. I think anything over 30 will be good, and find a spot to camp. So I think once I've done 30, I'll just be looking for somewhere to camp out, and the first decent spot I see I'll take. So there's a signboard coming up here that says 58 kilometers to Nyngan. So yeah, if I do 30 just over today, then I got a slightly shorter day tomorrow into Nyngan. There it is, the first time I've seen Broken Hill on one of these signs. Broken Hill 6:45, and yeah, I got to knock off the K's today. My legs were tired last night, but you know, just a good night's sleep, which I had, and yeah, I feel all right this morning again, good to go. So my fitness and endurance is certainly improving as I do this. Anyway. Alrighty, well, obviously I've set up camp, and so today let's just get my phone and see what's happened today. It's just gone 3 o'clock, it's 3:05, and I've set up camp already, but method of my madness, of course, I wanted daylight hours to do this, just for a number of reasons. It's just easier. I can cook out here without it being freezing like it has in the past. It's just a beautiful afternoon. I have walked today, not as far as I thought I was going to, but far enough. Let's have a look at what my Strava says I've done today. Okay. It's not actually telling me. Oh, 30 kilometers, which, you know, is what I wanted to average anyway for a day. So it's not too bad. And I've got then 28 to do tomorrow to get to Nyngan, you know, which by all accounts, you know, if I pack up here and I only get on the road, let's say at 8 o'clock, I should be in Nyngan by this time tomorrow, easily. I'm off the road here. I'm right underneath a cell phone tower. It's not a Telstra tower. It's got to be Optus, because I've got one bar on my phone with Telstra. But anyway, it is what it is, so tonight I'm going to figure out what I'm going to eat, do a little cooking on my table here. I don't even have a bit of wine to drink tonight, so it's just going to be some water and coffee. and there's the road behind here. It's not too far away. You can probably hear it, but you know, once I put earplugs in tonight, that'll be me. I'll be okay. And it's secluded enough in here. It's behind a gate. I had to open it. It wasn't locked, and there was no sign saying private property, no entry, or whatever. It just said that they've put 1080 fox bait down here. Well, I'm not about to eat anything I see lying around on the ground, so I think I'm pretty safe with that. Now, there looks like a New South Wales vehicle just over on the other side of the road, stopped over there. It looks like New South Wales, I don't know, some service vehicle of some sort. And I'm just worried that, you know, having waited now until I've set the whole camp up, they come and tell me I can't be here. You know, I'm sure I'll be able to put a spin on it that that is not going to get me kicked off of here. I'm not about to try and scale fences and get into these assets, you know, of these telcos. So, in fact, they could consider me as a watchman for them tonight. So, gee, the sun's warm. The sun it's really warm out here right now. Yeah, I'm getting thirsty. I need to drink some water. Anyway, so that's the story for tonight. This is my water that I've got with me. I've got quite a bit because it's only going to last me tonight and tomorrow. And then I'm in Nyngan. And then I need to come up with a packing solution so that I can pack more water into my bin for the walk from Nyngan through to Cobar, because we've got 4 full days on the road, so I need to have a lot of water with me. Vanessa will need to have a lot of water with her. So that's it. I was very lucky because a ways down the road, a couple, and I forget their name right now, Josiah and Bondine or something like that kind of rings a bell with me. But anyway, they very kindly gave me a couple of nice big jugs of cold water to drink out of their caravan, and some nice grapes that I've already finished. So that was nice. But tonight it's just going to be, I'm going to put the burner on now, make myself a cup of coffee at least, just to have something, you know, that's nice. And then I'll think about cooking. I'll think about cooking in about an hour. I'm not going to cook right now. It's a bit too early for me. But I'll get everything ready in the meantime. So that's it, folks. Until later. Well, what I forgot to mention, of course, after going through that entire explanation, is that I've obviously swapped my tent out, and this is the first night I'll be camping out in the mountain design tent that was very kindly donated to me by Bunnings, not Bunnings, Anaconda in Dubbo, for which I'm very grateful indeed. So, and it's the first night I've put my chair out whilst on this trip. I've used this chair before on my table, of course, but I just haven't bothered putting them out before because I've been camping next to culverts and the like. But tonight it's yeah, I'm kind of out in the open. You can see there's a paddock going around me here, and there's these towers that I'm camping amongst. Yeah, the road is just so I've sort of half hidden behind this building here, this whatever it is. It's got obviously got equipment in it, and the road goes sort of down. Whoops, let me get that right. So the road goes sort of down that away over there, Yeah, I don't think there's going to be too much traffic out there. There's a railway line on the other side of that, and I haven't seen a train all day, so that's not going to bother me. If there's one train, that'll be about it. So yeah, like I said, it's pretty warm. It's a nice, beautiful afternoon. So I'm glad I did set up camp a little bit early, so I can get to appreciate that and not just be on the walk. Okay, so I've got a coffee brewing, well, just boiling some water up for a coffee here, and then I've got my meals lined up. Tonight I'm going to be having I'll try and get that out of the brightest light possible here. On-track meal, sweet and sour pork. That's going to be combined with some special fried rice from Coles, a bag of that. I've had this before, it's quite nice. It's got, there we go, combining egg omelette, vegetables, and a dash of soy sauce. It's really nice, and it goes well with the sweet and sour pork. And then for tomorrow morning, I've dug out one of the on-track meals all-day breakfasts, so that will set me right for the morning. Not a breakfast eater generally, but you know, when you're on the walk like this, I think I've got to start paying more attention to just getting some calories in the system before I set off. So this is a good way of doing it. It's really a nice chunky breakfast. So it says, and these are chunks, delicious chunks of chorizo, smoked bacon, and they're big chunky pieces of smoked bacon, champignon, which I would just say mushrooms, but anyway, and red kidney beans with notes of garlic and herbs. It is really a nice breakfast. That it's not too much, but enough just to kick the day off for me. So that's what I'm having. So yeah, those are my meals, and now I've just got the burner going, just boiling up some water for just sit and have a coffee while I wait for the sun to go down a bit more. So I was sitting here and I heard this scratching going on. I thought, what is that? You know, I thought maybe it was just my chair moving around. However, right here at the fence, I'll see if I can zoom in, because this is so difficult to see on this. There we go. There's an echidna just scratching away. I think he's trapped inside this area and trying to get out. And there's nothing I can do to help it because I can't get in there. So yeah, I really think what it's trying to do is just dig its way out. And then I found in my bin, oh gosh, this was a find, because I never bought any wine for myself, did I? That was smart. Last night I could have easily bought a bottle and I didn't. However, as I was now just getting some stuff out of my bin, I discovered this little bottle of Bathurst Orange Distillery Australian dry gin. And that tiny little bottle was given to me by Ben Fry, the councillor, the Bathurst councillor and deputy mayor, who stopped out on the road on the most miserable day ever as I was pushing out of Bathurst with he stopped with a cup of hot chocolate that he had gone into town and fetched for me alongside on the road. He stopped on the road, they handed me this cup of hot chocolate and this little bottle of dry gin, and it was just the nicest touch. It really was. And so I was sitting there and I thought, oh, I found it, and I've just taken a little sip of it, and it's really nice gin, I'll tell you that much. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to have a couple of sips of this gin as a little cap before I have my dinner, and a little aperitif, and then I'll eat my dinner. So that's basically it. All right, well, it's just 5 to 8. Sorry about all the bumps. And I'm now just moving out of my camping spot for the night, back on the road. And I think I've got maybe 30 Ks to do today, maybe a little bit less. This was a good little spot, this, I must say. A little off the road, and sort of semi-hidden by that building for the cell tower, whatever those are. And yeah, I had a pretty good sleep, all things considered. Got up at about, what time? About 5:30 or something like that. But it was too dark to start doing anything, so I just left it for the time being. I want to make sure I didn't leave anything there. I'm just going to go back and check I haven't left anything. Oh, you got to be a bit crazy.
You must have to be.
Yeah, you got to be. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you both.
No worries.
Oh,
I've
I
been
love
watching
you.
it on the news.
Oh, were you? Okay.
I thought I wondered when you would come through.
Oh, well, this is my halfway
I
point.
was just going to say you halfway.
Yeah, halfway.
Yeah.
Isn't that encouraging?
Yeah. How long has it taken you to get to here?
Well, I left on Anzac Day, but I've been resting up a few days here and there. And
How you
I'm
feet
going to rest.
coping?
Oh, they're all right. They saw at the end of the day, I could do with a good foot massage, but oh, I've still got the camera going, of course. Well, there you go. You see, there's another case in point. Judy and the lady who was with her, Judy threw $50, the other lady's 70, and they just, been waiting to see if I come through, and then they walk out and they say good day. It's really nice. It really is nice. So, it's been other than Dylan, who stopped along the way and threw in $50. It's been a quiet day, but then we're in the outback proper now. It's funny, it doesn't matter what distance you've got to do. It's like the old marathon running days and half marathon running days, and you name it. There's always a point at which you hit the wall, and it's a few Ks before the end of your. I'm ready, 27 Ks, I'm ready to stop. Yesterday at 27 Ks, I still had some good kilometers in the tank. It's the craziest thing. And, it's all psychological. It's all psychological. And that psychology then translates into, your physical capability. Brian Abbott does a lot of that kind of work with teams when he does interpersonal skills development and that kind of stuff. Neuro-linguistic programming is really what it is, and it's how your physiology and your psychology are so connected, so correlated, and I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that a very close correlation between psychology and physiology, where people talk themselves into situations or can't, talk themselves out of it as well. And I know there's all sorts of different schools of thought on that, you know, people will argue that point quite vigorously with me, and I respect that. But I'm a firm believer in it, that if you want to believe something, your body will respond accordingly. G'day, guys.
There you go, mate.
I'm all right. How you doing?
Yeah, well, thank you.
Good. Yeah, your body will respond, you know, based on whatever you firmly hold. And you know, there's been many studies on that. There's the whole placebo effect that's been studied very closely and in great detail by a number of different studies, where people get well, feel well, physically get well, recover, whilst they're on placebos. And interestingly enough, even after they've been told they're on placebos and they remain on them, they continue to recover. So there's a lot to that, and it just speaks for the power of the mind. Anyway, I'll babble on another day about that.